go ahead and get started. I know you weren't here last session, Ben, so we'll do a recap of where things left off. We were actually in the middle of a encounter when the session ended. Just to cover what I remember was that you all had gone to Windridge. So you had made your way through, you guys had been making your way southward from Oleg's trading post towards Windridge to investigate what was happening in Windridge in terms of being attacked by trolls and a lot of their population being run off or killed over the recent year or so. And so when you made it to Windridge, you had found several inhabitants where you had found that they do have a small population still. You, I believe, learned a little bit about the different people, and it was a wrecked town for the most part, but you were able to get a few provisions, different services rendered, all that sort of fun stuff. Ultimately, you learned that a troll kingdom that has taken over this area, and essentially Windridge is just one of their many victims, but it's starting to spread into your kingdom, and Windridge is one of the first places that's really fallen to the trolls. But you got intelligence from their leader about an entrance that you could make your way through to get into where the troll, it's a small human-sized entrance. But what you had learned is that the trolls had overtaken a dwarven stronghold that had been long abandoned, and they've made that their stronghold now. The troll king is presumed to live there, as well as his many officers and higher minions. It became something that you were all interested in pursuing, and you were led outside of town by their leader, who introduced you to a lizardfolk that you recognized from long ago, one that you had run into on the road many moons ago before you had a kingdom. It was interesting. He was able to show you the rest of the way to the secret entrance, and you made your way into the stronghold through a tunnel, and that's where most of the session took place. I'll cut us over to the map.
We ran into Harpies?
You did. Yeah, that's where I'm going to
Yeah.
continue the story here in just a second. So the troll lair that you're in, it's called Hargulka. That is the name of their king, and that is the name of the stronghold for now because he owns it for now. I'm going to focus ping you here. So I've dropped you in Dalit into this exterior cave where the entrance led you, and Grendel had brought you to, and then you all had made your way through this cave and found a double door. So I'm just gonna slide you up, Dalit, so you can see what happened. But in this particular room, you all had entered the double door, and you came upon a hobgoblin and a troll, of which you defeated. But you checked all these other doors. These other doors were locked. This door to the south became open because the troll came through it. As you were chasing the hobgoblin archer down the hallway, you can see that our friends Grendel, Reckla, and Sydney are all in this corner over here. There's a spiral staircase leading upward, and a harpy is singing a song, and her song is mesmerizing Sydney and Reckla, who are moving towards her and following her on her spiral stairs. So that's where we left off. The actual turn order where we left off would have been Fenwarden first, but what I'm gonna do is swap you, Dalit, for Fenwarden, and you'll basically just take over his part in the turn order, and I'm gonna put you in the same position that he was in as well on the overhead map.
Good luck.
You parachuted into a mess.
Yeah.
But so be it. Okay, let me bring you back to the map then. And we're going to jump back into the turn order.
We got here.
I'm going to put you where Fenwarden was and put Fenwarden and Easton out in the walkway, keeping watch that no one comes up behind you guys. So that's where you'll begin, and I'm going to add you to the turn order as well. I think probably the beginning of this would be that you would roll a save to see that you can resist the Song of the Harpy.
I should be on the map.
Yeah, I put you there. That's where you should be. I'm gonna put you
Cool.
exactly where Fen Warden was. That door is open there, so you should be able to see down that hallway, and that the fight
Oh.
has head that way.
That one might be worth your reroll.
It might be worth your
I
reroll.
was thinking that actually. I'm gonna
Yeah, just looking at it, and it doesn't look good for you there. Okay, so I'll let you spend your turn here and move your token on down the line.
Tricks on her.
measuring motion.
Hold control and click.
Yeah, control or Q or something like that.
Would he be within range of the Harpies song right now?
Yeah, it's 300 feet.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yep.
So my hero point's gone.
Yes,
don't even need
another good start. Another good start. To
Yep.
Yeah, if you want to waste movement to get around the dead bodies, I get it. You guys left a damn mess in here. All right. Okay, so you're joining the Congo line here on the staircase behind Sydney and the Harpy, and that is it for you, Reckla.
I failed.
Okay.
Yeah, we're both.
So what does it mean exactly?
Well, it means that you're going to have major penalties to all your checks, but you're also fascinated and must use all your actions to move towards the Harpy.
I think I can get next to her.
If you reach the Harpy,
2 actions.
then you will stay adjacent and do nothing. That's essentially what the others are doing here. You make your way through. The small gnome probably walks right between Dalet's legs and right past Sydney and is right next to the Harpy, checking out the song. We fortunately have another NPC, and the NPC is not affected. They did save their roll last time, so thank
This
God
is
for
nice to lizardfolk.
yeah, thank God for them. I will say that. Okay, so Grendel is up, and Grendel will, let's see.
Ooh, be right back.
Grendel will move in as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First action is gone. Second action here. All right, he's going to come in. Grendel is basically a ranger as well. He's Fen Warden light version that you have coming along with you. He gets to the bottom of the staircase. He definitely recognizes what this is, and you hear him call out, despite the fact that you're listening to the song. And he says very loudly, "Your song is poison. Die, Sky Witch." And he pulls out his arrow and knocks it and lets a arrow rip towards the Harpy. Let's see how he does. Open character. Oh, that's weird. He's got the wrong damage in here. 1d6. Let's see. All right, so the first one hits the Harpy. It breaks her song. Hitting her with the arrow has made her stumble on her song. And you guys will all get another attempt to save here. So that is Grendel's turn. The Harpy at this point has taken the damage, so the Harpy will begin the song again, which means you all get your attempt to save. So this is all will saves for the 3 of you.
What is going?
You rolled a 4, you rolled a 3, you rolled a 4. Nice.
Reckla will spend his hero point.
Yeah, I'm gonna hero point as well.
Oh, those are brutal rolls, though. 6 and 6.
Has anyone even rolled above it?
Great. All right. You are still captivated despite the opportunity. You are going to continue to follow the Harpy. She is heading along the staircase towards the top of the spiral. This turn, let's see. She has got her song, so she's got you all back captive, but she's only going to be able to move for 2 of her actions. You've gone another 50 feet up the staircase. So I'm going to track that. I've got the overall tracking for where she's at. Sydney's following, Dalet's following, Reckla's following. You're following up the stairs. towards the song. You cannot get this thing out of your head.
We now ascending.
I'll tell you what. I'll have you guys make a perception check. It's -5, but I'll have you make one anyway. Goodness.
That was a 2. I rolled
I
a
know.
2.
You are really hurting on your 20-sided right now. Okay, so Sydney, you get to the end of your turn and you're still liking this vibe, but when you get to the top and you look up, you can see the top of the staircase leads to an opening, like a flat landing area, and you see another medium-sized humanoid figure up there. You're really the only one that notices that, but it will give you a chance to roll again.
Huzzah! Come on, dice. Come on, dice.
Somebody.
All right, finally. All right.
Okay, and also just a heads up, I've got this bad boy too. So if that's just a normal success, that will be a critical success.
I see. All right, so it is actually Grendel's turn here, and Grendel is desperately pleading now because he's not sure what he can do to help you all, but he will move to follow you so that he can stay in range, which is going to take his first 2 actions because you guys are flying up the stairs. With his third action, who's in the back? Dalit?
Yeah, probably me.
Dalit. Man, you're the biggest one. That might throw him off.
Okay, I thought you were gonna try to like stab me.
No, I think he's gonna try it just because it's his only thought. He's gonna try to push you off the staircase. I'm gonna have you make a strength check versus his to see if he's able to budge you. No, he can't. No, he
No.
cannot budge you. You are
He's not
locked onto the
pushing.
stairs, like you're part of the stairs. So you don't.
What a
even-
great time.
I
What a
know.
great time to use that
What
20.
what a crazy roll. He's trying to push you off the staircase right now, actively. With his third action, desperate to get you off. The Harpy is up now and is still leading you all to the top. With its first action, it will get you to the landing. So I'm just going to use this same map here basically to depict where we're at. Everybody that's following will still have to do that. You'll see there's another one standing there as well.
Double the will saves.
The second Harpy is singing. This will be just Sydney who will have to try to save against the second song.
Does my critical success on the other one give me any advantage?
You're going to get a plus to this. You're good on this. So the second song doesn't catch hold on you, and yet these 2 Harpies are singing now loudly as the others are walking up towards them. That is it for them. We are on to Sydney.
Okay. So, Sydney, recognizing what is happening, and I was the first in line, right? So theoretically, I'm in front of Reckla behind me, and then Dalit behind Reckla.
Oh yeah,
correct?
you were front row seat.
So as I snap out of this and recognize what is happening, I am going to create an illusory object at the top of the stairs. It's going to make it appear that the roof has collapsed. The space in front of us is going to fill with rocks and dust. This is second level, so it will make the appropriate sounds, smells, and feel right. So everyone's going to just this choking dust and little bits of pebbles. If they're close enough, they're going to hit them. And it's this loud cacophony of a crash as the roof collapses at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Between me and the Harpy. So as the Harpy gets up, the roof collapses and puts us on opposite sides of that. And that will be 2 actions to cast that. And with my third action, I will turn around to Reckla and slap him across the face and say, "Run!"
Well,
Start pushing him down the stairs.
I forgot to mention the ceiling or the roof is basically an exposed tower where you're standing up on the profile of.
Oh, we're on the rampart?
Yeah. So
I will have the illusion such that the rampart itself and part of the wall collapses down onto it. So instead of the roof coming down, it's like the wall collapsed down onto it. And I will push back into Reckla and try and push Reckla down the stairs in the opposite direction. I don't know if the sound of the crash is going to be enough to drown out some of the song or anything like that, but it does have appropriate sounds and feel. And it's a 20-foot burst. That's like what? Quite large.
That should
So,
be covered a pretty large, almost like a whole side would be falling.
yeah.
And it's convincing. I know that this is a pretty good spell, so it is a will save for them. And I'm just looking to see what their rolls would be.
They have to touch the image or use the seek action to attempt to disbelieve my illusion.
This will be on their, yeah, when it's during their turn that they would have to roll this stuff.
I don't know that it affects Reckla at all, but he does have a feat that gives him an automatic check when within 10 feet.
There you go, and it definitely was within 10 feet.
All right, we'll cross those bridges individually. It looks like you will have different people going at different times here, but let me just move us back to make sure we're all in the same corner of this map. And that's it then, Sydney? Anything else?
My third action was to push on Reckla and try and push him down the stairs and snap him out of it.
Okay, yeah, so let's have you both do strength checks. The greater strength will win here.
Yeah.
Oh, Reckla. Look at this. Are you kidding me? How do we have 3 20s for strength rolls?
Oh
That's
my
insane.
God.
Unfortunately, that little gnome is not budging. You re-roll it. I do that. Yeah, it's just would offset for a second, and then you can see who wins the battle.
There you go.
If the leverage finally overtakes the little gnome and he gets...
Yeah, Sydney's, wait, yeah, he is a gnome, and then...
So you're just trying to push him back down the stairs, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to act like I'm not dealing with the song. It's more of a push to get out of the way of the collapsing wall behind me.
So I think Reckla here, with your strength check, you can try to roll an athletics check to see how well you can offset the fall damage. So that will cut this roll in half. So you're still going to take 1 damage.
I don't take physical. I won't the first couple of physical.
There you go.
But you do get pushed down the stairs approximately 20 feet. So you're now further behind. I'm tracking that here with the tokens, but I will move you over here. So Sydney's done. I think Dalit is up. Now we're at the top of the order again.
Am I free from the song?
Oh, the condition did show up in the roll.
No,
Yeah.
it didn't.
No, it
No,
did.
the first one I didn't have it set as enfeebled one.
Now it does.
You can see it spelled out enfeebled.
You can see that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you like to do here? No one's been able to really do anything for you, so you don't
Now,
have much.
he has
autonomy.
lost physical, like visual contact.
Oh,
Is that
no,
change?
that's
I can still hear
song-based.
through the illusion.
But you have to roll against the illusion that was made. So you're going to roll a will save when you get up to the top. You're on the top landing now, so you're not very far from them. You would see the illusion, and you would get the save, which you fail. So you believe this illusion, which would mean that you would then fear for your safety. Let's see. And essentially, you would get a second will save against the Harpy song. Because if you had saved this, then you wouldn't have believed it and you would have just kept following the song. So now you get to the top and the glow is over and the song has been broken, but you do believe that the tower is breaking at this point.
Sydney is doing nothing to
Your
dissuade
chief
you of
concern,
that.
your chief concern right now is that the tower is falling apart under your feet, or at least on the edge of the tower, it's going to fall apart. So that would be all stuff you can compute into your next action.
Okay. That was down the stairs, right?
Yeah, he just got pushed down the stairs.
And you were
You know,
paying
you were
attention, maybe
still
knocked
in
down.
the Harpy. I guess we could have rolled to see if you got like bowling balled by the gnome. We missed that chance, gnome, but he would have rolled past you, and you were still under the spell, so it wouldn't have changed anything.
I was wondering where he was on the stairs, because if
Yeah,
Sydney is
yeah.
within reach of me, I was just going to grab her and start heading down the stairs.
Yeah, just so Sydney's at the top as well. Grendel is
Yeah,
halfway.
you would be next.
Grendel's
You would be next because I didn't move from where the rock fall was. I just turned around and pushed into Reckla.
Reckla and Grendel are at around the halfway point, so I'm gonna put them together here. I'll leave the Harpies at the top. I think this will just be easier to understand if we just leave it like that. All right, so
Okay,
these
can
two are
I
towards the bottom.
grab Sydney and move it like half speed down the stairs so I get 45 feet down the stairs?
Let's see.
Carry rules.
Yeah, I guess you could try to grab Sydney. It would be like your attack roll, right?
I can do an athletics check.
Okay. So I think the real question.
He is pulling me down the stairs. I would not resist. That is what I was trying to get Reckla
Yeah,
to
I'm not
do.
gonna have you roll anything here since you're not
go.
under any manipulation. So yeah, you can grab and believe at this point use the rest of your movement to get back down. You have 2 actions left?
Yeah, so I'd be able to move half speed. I'd get about 30 feet down the stairs.
Okay. I'll move you guys down just a little bit to show there's a bit of a gap between you and the Harpies, who are probably not too pleased about all of this.
Now they have to.
That's how it rolls. All right, so Reckla's up next. Reckla, where are you at in terms of the song?
I was enchanted. Give me a
So,
chance to
yes,
recheck.
it does. It's a hostile action, so you can recheck now.
Alright.
Yeah, so you're coming down, and like all of a sudden you look down, and the gnome's coming back up. For the rest of you,
Unless Grendel wants to grab me with his turn.
he goes after you. He wouldn't have expected you to get up and go back up the stairs.
True.
So you would just keep walking. Does anyone else have any reaction?
When Dalit pushes Sydney down the stairs, she would have directed Dalit to grab Reckla.
No, Reckla's way
Oh,
down.
all the way down to where he
Yeah.
was. I would assume that the two of us next to each other would absolutely try and block the stairs.
All right,
Like
so
Sydney
what
is-
we'll say is that if you guys were coming down the staircase and recognized that it's who it is, you know who it is, the question would be, he's going to try to maneuver around you, and you're going to try to block him. So we'll have
down the stairs.
So I think, Sydney, you can make the rolls for that side. Reckla, you can make the roll. Obviously,
Is that
resist it.
athletics?
Let's just do will saves.
I'll do acrobatics just to get in his way. Sure.
I'm looking to see which one I want to do.
Probably be Sydney's athletics against strength.
Okay, yeah, so it should be acrobatics. We'll have you do acrobatics to see if you're able to evade. No.
I'm not going to be able to do.
Yeah, you rolled a 1 anyway by Sydney, who's being carried and is just desperately reaching you to try to stop you from going up. I think that would mean Grendel's turn here. He is going to go up past where you're standing as you're descending, and he is going to fire an arrow with his second action.
Can he see through the illusion?
He hasn't rolled for the illusion. That's a good point. Let me make it.
He has to either see or interact with it.
Yeah, he goes all the way to the top. Yeah, he would have to roll this. Okay, so it's Will. He believes it too, but he's standing in an area that's not affected at the moment, and he is watching your back as you're descending. So he is going to still shoot that first arrow. That is a hit. It just doesn't do any goddamn damage. So he hits one of them again. With his third action, he will follow you back down the stairs and just basically watch your back as you're descending the spiral stairs. All right. This is where our Harpy friends are screeching, and they are not too pleased by the recent turn of events here. One of the things you may not have noticed about the room is that there's a trap door on the ceiling. As you're going down the staircase, you could see that there's this trap door along the top. And what you surmise is that the Harpies are trying to lure you up there, open the trap door, and have you fall to your death. It's an easy way to capture and kill for them. You start to understand the nature of the trap at this point while you're still on the staircase. And I mention that because the trapdoor opens and one of the Harpies comes straight down through it and is now flying alongside you all while you're on the staircase. They are going to try to attack you all as you're standing up here.
We did lose our turn order on this.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Harpy. She is going to slash with her talon towards one of you. I think we'll have her go with probably Sydney here. I think they might start to get a little bit of an understanding that Sydney is the fast one, so they're going to target you here to slow you down. So let's see. Talon. Ooh,
Oh,
That hurts.
16 slashing damage.
And yeah.
And they get another slash at you here with their second talon. This is this one's last action.
Oh.
All right.
you actually get points back for that one.
So basically, it's just going to be a maneuvering issue for them. Trying to hit you with the second shot is going to leave them more vulnerable to hits on the next turn. But that's it for that Harpy. The other Harpy is going to fall down as well and is going to target Dalit with a talon. Rolls 14, 14, 14, 18. Jesus.
Oh, no.
But yeah, combined.
Yeah.
Okay, say that again.
Did we rest at all last session? Okay, cool.
We went out and camped outside.
You slept in the village. You slept. You definitely. There were multiple camp nights.
Sorry, I heard that as between last session and this session, and I was like, oh no.
I gotta put Dalit in here as well. Do I have Dalit? There's Dalit. We'll put that up here. I think Dalit and Reckla, you two are together, right?
Dalit's pulling me along, and then I grabbed Reckla as it came
Alright.
down.
So we got this one.
Yeah, I feel like Sydney's got Reckla by the scruff of the neck and is just
Okay.
pushing him down the
I'm
stairs.
pulling her down.
I feel like he'd be trying to shield us,
Or using
running
you like shields.
defense.
That would
Yeah.
just be instinct if you've got stuff in your arms. But all right, so I think we've got it. I've got to get Grendel on the stairs as well. He's behind you
I
guys.
wish he were big. But he should be down the bottom of the stairs.
We'll past you to shoot.
Oh.
All right, so I think we are done with the Harpies and we're back to Sydney.
Okay.
Kind of like that. We go.
Okay, I am.
Oh,
I
also,
am.
for real quickly, I'm sorry to interrupt you. When you guys finally had this song spell broken, one of the things that would have been overwhelming for you immediately is the stench in this tower is obscene. If you were not under that spell, that would be the very first thing that would have struck you. Otherwise, it was undetectable. But now it's just horrid, and you're starting to get a sense that you're in their little kill tube of their own. So go ahead, Sydney.
Sydney is very frightened for her own well-being. And I don't feel good about this situation in the slightest. I'm going to use a single action to run down the stairs. I am going to run at half my speed to be careful on the stairs and not to proc any attacks of opportunity.
I assume, Dalit, you're not trying to actively resist Sydney moving on her own anymore.
I got this bad boy right here.
You could easily make it up.
So I am 25 feet to the bottom, and when I get to the bottom, I am going to turn around and use my last two actions. How far away are the Harpies?
They'd be flying in the center of the room, around the 25-foot mark.
Okay. So I will turn around and do a third level blazing bolt with two actions. Two bolts will shoot out of my hands. It is a spell attack roll. I think. A second. I do. Okay. So there are two bolts, one for each action. So my last two actions from the bottom. And there should be a 2-hit there. Yep. There's the 2-hit. And then there's the damage. Yep. 46.
Yeah.
Because it is heightened by one spell level.
Both of them will take damage here. One of them for the first time.
And there's no save for that since it's the spell attack roll to hit. Now I am at the bottom of the stairs, running away.
All right, lighting the place up.
I have some questions.
Oh.
How far are the Harpies from the stairs? Or from us, really?
How far are the Harpies from the stairs? They're flying off the edge of the stairs within melee range of you. They're within your striking range from the edge of the stairs. You could hit them with a melee weapon. They're able to hit you with talons. They're in melee range. They just don't have feet on the ground like you do.
Okay. So if I wanted to leap and attack one of them at the same time and grab them, would that be like in athletics?
I believe that would be athletics because you're really trying to.
You could throw a gnome at one too if you wanted to.
I'll save that.
I wonder what kind of damage a gnome does.
I don't want to make you fall 25 feet out of
I'm
control.
good, bro. I'm like a cat.
He doesn't take physical damage the same way most people do. You can basically roll your athletics check here, and I'll have them roll an athletics check. That will determine the winner.
Cool.
Do you want them to roll first or second?
I'll just roll first.
Yeah, see it.
And can I combine that with an attack, or do the athletics and then an attack? Assuming I succeeded.
Don't you have an attack thing where you're actually attacking in jump, mid-jump?
I don't have an attack.
That's the grab.
But it only works if I have the multiple attack penalty going. So I'm just trying to do a strike and a leap and grab onto them at the same time. I guess I'll attack and then leap.
Okay, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier.
So let me do that real quick. Okay. So we'll do some damage there.
That is a hit.
Then the athletics check to try to make it more challenging for them.
All right, so you did 8 damage, and the athletics 18 versus their athletics 15. So yeah, you're able to grab a hold of this pixie. So let me move you off the edge here. Have you over there with the pixie. Or Harpy, not a pixie, I keep saying that. Yeah, the Harpy must be, like this whole giant man. Now, the thing
Big dude in armor.
The thing I didn't get into, I do want to go back and describe the Harpies for a second, which are, this is the description from the Kingmaker module. It says, Harpies are filthy amalgamations of human and bird, resembling feral humans with wings, talons, and mouths full of sharp teeth. They use captivating songs to lure creatures in, then murder them while they're transfixed. They enjoy causing confusion and fear in their prey. They can eat most creatures, but strongly prefer humans and elves. And they will eat goblins if they're sufficiently hungry because of their scent. It talks a lot about their vile scent and how they're very detectable, but if you're entranced by their song. I think probably the thing that you might think about them is that they're like sentries. They're like guards that have been posted on that tower, and they're employees of Hargulka's. This is their specialty, what they're doing here, and they're very good. They can shoot arrows very well, so they're great lookouts. You are now floating on top of it. Was that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that'll be everything.
All right, Reckla, you just watched him. All right, so in the case of this Harpy, this would have been the one that didn't get damaged before you jumped on it. Ooh, okay. So the Harpy is going to make a strength check here. Oh, God. They failed their strength check, which looked like it was definitely going to happen because they only have a bonus of 1. And you guys are now going to fall together. And you're going to take 1d6 bludgeoning per 10 feet.
I have cat fall.
All right.
I don't know if it applies. Your call.
30 feet. This is 30 feet. I'll make the roll and we'll have you guys apply it. So 12 damage. In your case, it says treat falls 10 feet shorter. So yours would be 20 feet. Do you take damage off 20 feet? You would take half of this. So you take the fall damage from the first 2, but you didn't fall that additional 10 feet.
Cool.
So we'll have you take 6 damage versus the 12 that the Harpy took. I think I got it updated.
I think I'm still under the spell.
You can go ahead and we'll say.
I punched you.
Yeah. You should have, instead of pulling out your sword, you should have just punched.
I did burn them both.
The spell has been broken.
I'm going to target the Harpy flying in front of me with an interstellar void. Not a whole lot of damage, but
cool. All right, so it is basic save fortitude.
Probably got a decent fortitude, doesn't it?
But when you roll 17, it helps.
All right, and then he's going to send off a magic missile from his wand.
Nice. So which one would you like to target?
Yeah, the same one flying in front of him.
All right. So another flash goes off in this tower, making more commotion. Is there anything else for you?
No, that would be it.
All right. Grendel will now continue. He's just going to hold his ground and start firing down here. I think he's getting a little nervous about where this is headed. Let me see if I can get his character open.
What a sight this must be.
Yeah, just big weird wings underneath you flapping
Well,
around.
Sydney gets to the bottom, and then Dalit falls down on top of a harpy right there in front of him. Grendel. What the heck, Grendel? Where is he? I'm just going to have to pull the scout up and try it that way. I'm going to roll with this other sheet for him because I don't know what happened to his sheet. So he's going to roll with a javelin versus... Oh, God. He rolled a 3. That's a critical miss. Actually, I don't want to do that. Hold on a second. Let me find his correct sheet. I think I know how to get it again. Yes, there we go. 1, 2. Oh, there is a critical miss. Good God. So he has a miss and then a complete disaster. So again, he has dropped all of his arrows down the chute here. So you're going to see a bunch of ammunition falling down. And you might hear for the first time a curse word come from his lips.
A lizard curse.
Yeah, lizard curse. And I think with that, so that would have been 2 actions. With his third actions, he's going to start coming down the stairs and basically following in the same footsteps as Reckla. So that should be his turn. The Harpies now are up. The Harpy that's flying is going to come to the aid of her friend and come down here. The first action will be to get down there. The second will be to try to talon at you.
That's 10 damage.
10 damage. So 1 slice, 1 miss, but they're both occupied and wrestling with you on the ground here. The second one is going to be doing the same thing, kicking at you with talons. So 1
Okay,
hit
11.
as well. And that is it for our Harpy friends. A couple slices. You're in the mix there. Sydney, you see this, I don't know what this, like a whirlwind of Harpies and Dalit laying at the bottom of the floor, kicking each other and trying to fight each other off.
Like a well-seasoned wizard that I'm absolutely not, I am going to shoot electricity into there because that's what you do when there's a melee. I'm going to blast with electric arc, and that is going to hit both of the harpies. They do get a save, I believe.
All right.
Basic reflex save.
Let's see.
Yeah.
19 and 20 I rolled right there. 19, then 20. That's
So
absolutely insane. They laugh at your electric arc as they take half
yeah,
damage.
if they take any damage.
Not
And then
fun.
for my last action, I will pull out a wand.
In this case, nothing happens to Dalit. And Dalit, you are now up. But you're up. You're getting kicked while you're down.
Okay. So I assume both those harpies are within melee range.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to stand up, release the harpy I have, and then use swipe to take an attack on 2 foes at once.
Okay.
a wizard.
DC though.
Fortitude. Not so
Oh.
lucky this time.
It's just-
one.
Yeah, just the one that I had hit before.
6
The one that
damage.
just went down.
Got it.
So they're fatigued as long as this effect is persisting.
You're 25 feet.
So he's going to use his next turn to get down to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
And last round, he'll send off another missile from the wand at the same harpy.
Nice. All right, 5 more. So Grendel, I think Grendel is going to feel compelled to follow you, but first we'll take the shots. So we'll have him shoot.
Did he spill his ammo?
So he's gonna come down. First action, follow. Second action, he just wants to pick up one of the arrows along the way and shoot it so that his full turn gives him 1 shot. Let's see if he can't hit this thing. Oh, there he is. 6, he rolled 6. All right, he missed, unfortunately, but he's back with you, and it is now our Harpy friends who are again screeching and fighting like crazy bird people. Unfortunately, they are completely tangled with Dalit, who just got himself in the middle of this. They're just gonna flail at. And
Ugh.
1, 2. Oh my goodness.
I went down on that second attack.
Dalit falls with this second attack. The other one is already up. You're going to fly towards the stairs and talon towards Reckla. These things are crazy.
What is there? Oh.
24 damage.
24 damage.
That would
Okay.
have been-
Hell yeah. All right, basic will. Let's see. Come on, fail this. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Roll a 15. All right, so failure, nothing.
Yeah.
Takes half damage of persistently. Okay, I got it. 2d6, you want to roll that, and I'll take half of that. We are on to Sydney.
Okay, Sydney got out her wand of heal to heal herself, but seeing Dalit go down in front of her, she is going to use it on Dalit. That's that. So it'll be +8, so it'll be 9 damage, but I have to roll a DC 18 trick magic item to make it go off. So I whack the wand against my leg, whack it against my hand.
Yeah.
Come on, you bastard. Work. And it's not going to go off. So my first action would have been the trick magic item, which failed. I will hand it to Reckla. Here, hold this. And I will hand you this wand of heal. And then I will use another action to pull out my second wand of heal.
Take the wand from you on this turn. You'd have to kind of keep it extended out.
I got one in one
Okay.
hand, and
Yeah.
I'm like
Okay.
putting out the other one.
All right. All right.
Okay. It's been a while since I made a
Alright.
death saving.
You probably had more than your fair share of this group of death saves, though. There you
Okay.
go. All right, you are stable. You are down, though. So, Reckla, you see this.
Reckla is, I guess he'll spend 1 action to grab the wand, and then he'll cast it on Dalit.
I can't
Gotcha.
use the 3-action version because I always have to trick magic item on it.
And he only has 2
Totally
actions
normal
left,
level 1 heal spell.
but
Gotcha.
If you
2
want to hold on
actions.
to it
2
until
action.
next turn, you can hit it with
Or
that
that
3
you could,
action.
yeah, you
and
could do that.
then
hit it
you're
with
going to
the
get the
3
Harpies
action.
too. So I don't know.
I used an action to grab it.
Oh, yeah.
What would that be? 4d8 plus 16?
It's just a
Heal
first
spell.
level heal spell. So it's just a 1d8 plus 8.
Alright, so what
How did we have?
is that? 40.
Oh, you're trying to
That
do
seems
it
high.
twice.
Because it's rolling 2d8. Yeah, I was using my spell.
Yeah.
I'll just roll the dice.
No, it's just a 1d8 plus 8. There you go.
It's 21.
Any other actions for you, Reckla?
No, that would be it.
All right, so Grendel is going to spend the first action recovering ammunition, and second action attacking again. He's going to run out here towards this other Harpy. Move him to the front. And he's going after this Harpy in the back, trying to keep him off of Dalit while Dalit's still down. And that's his first action. These guys are starting to feel it. But that's it for Grendel. So we're back to the Harpies. And let me just update some things here. One is going to Talon towards Sydney. The other is going to Talon towards Grendel. So this one here is moving this way. And is going to attack towards Sydney. Talon. This is first on Sydney. Looks like one hit, one miss. It's pretty much what they've been doing. So 11 slash damage, Sydney, on that first one.
Yep, I'm looking rough.
And the second one is now attacking. These are going towards Grendel. And they're going to get 3 attacks because they don't have to move. Is that last one a hit? No. Okay. So 2 hits on Grendel. Grendel, let's see, was he at 25? Okay, yeah, he's pretty low. But I think that's it for our Harpies. So they continue to kind of Talon attack and get 1 hit, 1 miss for the most part. But Grendel just took a couple. So Sydney, back to you.
Sydney's in a rough place. What does it look like condition-wise?
It would be bloodied.
Okay.
Both of them are less than half. Neither one seems to be at that 3/4 mark. So somewhere between half and 3/4 down on their health.
Right. Now, if I cast a spell while somebody is next to me, they need to have attack of opportunity to make an attack of opportunity, correct? Is that how it works in Pathfinder 2nd edition?
I'm pretty sure they have to.
Okay. I was just making sure that it is an automatic. I believe that it's 1 action. I forget if it's 1 action or if it's no action. Here we go. It is 1 action. All right. So I will use my first action to recover my level 3 burning hands or burning bolt thing.
Okay.
Blazing bolt. And I will shoot
with you.
more arrows at them. Oh man.
So a couple more bolts fly through this room, lighting it up momentarily, but not finding their targets.
Yeah, conscious.
Got it. All right.
Reckla is going to spend all 3 of his actions to cast heal. And he's going to cast it as a 3rd level spell. So that'll be 3d8 for everybody.
Okay.
I'll say
Yeah.
if you do a second or third action version of it, you get a +8 to it.
27 then.
3d8
27. 27.
27. Okay.
Yeah.
27. Everybody in range, including our Harpies, no longer
does.
look as jacked as they were. But the good news is you have movement from your prone companion, who's now able to get back up on his next turn.
Oh,
All
great.
right, Reckla.
That goes
Well, I need to get him back up. He was very low, so it's 19, right? Okay.
27.
27.
Oh,
It's +8 more on top of it.
all right. So everybody's looking better. It looks like you've gone back in time and everyone's just like nothing happened. But no, the Harpies feeling this sudden burst of healing would probably be slowed by it, but they're going to continue to attack their targets. After this round, we'll take a break and we'll come back. So they're going to Talon first towards Grendel. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Yeah, Grendel.
Wow. Okay, so there's actually 3 misses. That's the first time they've had a full miss. The second one is going to Talon. I'll have it do alternating attacks between Sydney and Reckla. So first one will be Sydney. Second one's Reckla. All right. That is it for our Harpies.
She's got to take her bleed.
Yeah.
We might have missed that the last time too.
No problem. Correct that. Okay.
With criticals, is it meet and exceeds by 10 or just by 10?
Yeah.
I would have taken critical damage on that first talent.
Yeah. Okay. Yikes.
Assuming that there's nothing that reduced him, he's not enfeebled or anything. Every once in a while, Sydney throws a status on somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a yikes hit. So what would you like to do now?
Sydney's gonna GTFO.
I want to be put on the map.
I still have that wand, and I don't have much left.
If you make some distance, I can get you a potion.
I'm literally holding a wand of heal. Unfortunately, they wreck me more than I can do with that. So I am literally at 5 hit points. I am going to look. Sydney's gonna try. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna shoot a shocking grasp before I escape. A basic saves from both of them. They're within 30 feet of each other still, right?
Yeah. 25.
Sorry, this one.
You're thinking,
Wrong electric spell. This.
Okay.
Then I am going to run 50 feet down the hall and around the corner if I have to.
All right, let me put you on the map, Sydney, so you can move your token to where you're trying to get to. Like you're all the way down here somewhere.
Gotta find that part of the map back again. All right, here we go. So I'm at the bottom of the stairs, and I'm gonna go 30 feet to there, and then 20 feet to there.
All right, perfect. This is
So-
where we'll pause then, and I will raise our warrior from the dead and put him. He's gonna be next.
So,
I'm gonna move Sydney off to the edge here. All right, looks like everybody's back, so we could probably start.
okay. Move to the one that was attacking Sydney and Reckla and attack that.
You stood up, then you move to it, and then you can use your final action.
Snagging strike to it.
Okay. 29 is definitely a hit.
That was good as I can hope.
Yeah. All right, perfect. So that definitely does some damage. This one is looking bloodied again.
Nice.
All right, Reckla. You see a familiar face standing behind the Harpy. He's
Yeah.
much bigger than what I have pictured. Here we go.
all right, he's gonna target the Harpy nearest to him with a void warp.
Yeah. So, fortitude. Fails it. Takes 9 damage.
And with his final action, he'll give guidance to Grendel.
So this one is 38. Guidance to Grendel, okay. And it's Grendel's turn. Let me just make sure I've got the hit points taken off.
Not at all.
The other one was 9 damage, okay. All right. Caught up. Grendel is going to attack and retreat a little bit because he's not liking standing between these two things. His first attack will be with a jaw. Nice. He did connect with this one. This one also looks bloodied again. He's gonna move then over to here and attack the other one with his last action. And this one he is going to do a tail attack. It's called a flail, where you can sweep, trip, and try to disarm them in one action. So he is going to attempt that. And unfortunately just miss. But he's out of actions, so it is Harpy turn. All right. The screeching of the Harpies continues. The song is definitely lost its appeal long ago, but with this situation, we're going to have a Talon attack here. So this one's going to pursue Grendel, and it is going to Talon attack him with its last 2 actions. So these are both going at Grendel. 1 hit, 1 miss. And then the other is going to Talon, 1 towards Reckla, 1 towards Miss, I think. Nice. All right.
Her persistent.
Yeah, let me make sure I got her. There we go. Got it. All right, Sydney, back to you. You're in the hallway. Do you want me to cut back to the map so you can move?
No, that's
or
fine.
everything?
Nope, no problem. I have that wand still in my hand. I'm going to try and get it to... It does not. And with that, Sydney is going to be disappointed.
One action, just
Disappointed.
kicking rocks.
Yeah.
Don't you have a healing potion?
I do have a healing potion. I will take out said healing potion, an action to take it out. I'm gonna put that wand back away, and use a action to pull out that, and then drink that healing potion. And that's my turn.
All right, it's a living, and you're living.
I have
So
doubled my hit points.
that's big.
Low single digits.
Okay, Dalit, you're back up.
I'll start attacking it. Let's see what I can do.
That would be a hit. Which one are you targeting here? The one between you and Reckla, I assume?
Yeah.
That's a hit. Not looking too sturdy anymore.
Do that again.
Yeah. This one is. Yeah, the other one that's fighting Grendel is a little bit off the ground because it had to...
Hovering.
I'm going to rip that one in front of us. The one that's between us.
Okay. Yeah,
we
there
do.
is a trip.
You have it flanked, right?
You do.
Athletics against reflex DC. All right, cool.
Reflex. It does. All right, Gla. I think you're up.
Rek is going to position himself so that he can touch Dalit's sword and cast magic weapon.
Is it a dagger still, or is it a
sword?
That's right, we fixed it.
Do his boop.
Okay.
And
This is actions, so it's gotta be longer than a boop, but I got you.
And then he, with his last action, will send a magic missile into the Harpy in between us.
Okay. Got it. And that is... Wow, 5 more. All right, another flash goes off in the tower during the battle here. Grendel is not feeling too good, but he's not one to run. So he'll probably hit and run. He's going to try again to flail to disarm this one. And let's see, this time he would disarm it. What else does it do? It sweeps trips. That's this one, not the one that's flying in front of him. This one's fallen though. The one that's between you guys is now laying prone. Let's see if I can get it down there. All right, that's on that one. The other one, sweep trip. He's gonna try to jaw at it here. Oh, okay. I don't think he could do any worse than that. I'm not gonna give him a fumble for this, but I'm gonna take away his last action. It's the Harpy's turn. The one that's on the ground will go first to get up. There we go. This one gets back up, and it will make an attack on Reckla and try to grab you with its attack. Yeah, so this is athletics versus reflex. So you're gonna do reflex versus this. Oh wow, that should be easy. Like a critical success. They push this thing away from you as it tries to do that. And with that, it starts to fly up towards the center of the room without its intended meal in hand. The other is also still in flight and in range of you. It's going to try to take down Grendel. It's got Grendel pretty close, and it's just been it's closest to Grendel, so I think that just makes the most sense from its point of view. All right, so 1, 2, ooh, let's see, 19. Wow, he's hanging on by a thread, ladies and gentlemen. Will she do the third attack and try to take him down, or will she fly away? She has enough. She's gonna take the third attack and try to finish him. His AC is 24. Yikes. All right, down goes the lizardfolk. Hard, just sprayed on the steps. Unfortunately.
He took 45 hit point damage in that round. Poor bastard.
Yeah, that was rough.
So I believe that I have 25 feet to make the corner. It doesn't really matter.
No, you can cover the ground.
I got like 50 feet. Just remembering back the way the map was, I'm going to go barely to like the corner to get as minimal line of sight as possible. Peek my head around the corner And then I am going to lightning arc the two again.
All right.
1 action to move, 2 actions to cast.
Gotcha. So the reflex. Let's see that. Which one do you want to go first? Do you want the near or far?
I will
Okay.
shoot the one on the ground that just took out Grendel first, and then it will
Okay.
arc from that one to the one further up.
The other is, let's see. Oh,
Oh,
you gotta be kidding me. That's
They
crazy.
do have good reflex.
They do. They have amazing reflex. All right. See, each target takes 2d4, but does it take half in a?
Yeah, half on a
Okay,
save.
gotcha. All right. As luck might have it, my friends, the harpy in the sky falls and takes 6 damage from falling to the ground. It had 3 hit points left, or it had 2 hit points left. You took 3, and it thuds to the ground in that same turn. All right, well done, well done. Excellent timing. Dalit, there's only one living
Yep.
remaining.
I'll go to that one and make an attack.
20,
That hits.
22 to hit them.
Combat grab.
That one misses.
That misses.
Yeah. So you got the grab and you got the hit and 1 miss. All right.
Oh, no, I don't have the grab. The grab only hits.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I was looking at in wrong order. Yeah. All right, Reckla. You see a lot going on here. Bodies falling on the ground, left and right, literally for you.
Does he get a dying condition?
He's dying.
Go ahead.
I think there's 2 options for her. I'll roll to see which one she takes. Okay, option 1. She's going to grab Grendel with her first action. And with her second action, she is going to attempt to take flight with Grendel.
I'll take an opportunity.
Were you engaged with her?
He swung on her.
All right. Wow. Okay, so what is? Oh my goodness. All right, man. She's hurting bad. This is crazy.
What is her AC?
22.
Ah, damn. Never mind.
So she does take damage and is hurting pretty bad here. I'm gonna have her make a check to see if she can fly off with him. No, she can't. She's trying to lift him and can't, and then ultimately lets him go. You just see her feet flying up the tube. She's out of melee range by a lot, but you can still see her as she's flying upward in the tower. Sydney's up next.
Sydney is going to attempt First, I'm going to cast Guidance on myself for 1 action. And then I'm going to use Telekinetic Projectile to launch one of the arrows that Grendel had dropped earlier that's laying on the floor up the hole at her. There is +1 on that roll. That ain't going to do it. Damn.
Fortunately,
I tried.
Good try.
Shot.
Great move. Love that. Okay, I'm gonna do something crazy again. How far?
Every other turn.
How far up the stairs would I have to run to get to her? Within 60 feet?
That's a good question. She had
She failed.
1 action of flight movement for the Harpy.
They give him the flight speed.
You could get there in 2 actions. So you could spend 2 actions to get to her level and have the 3rd action to glory finish this.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a slash at her.
Let's get this going. This is perfect. So you're just trying to swing at her and you miss. She's just kind of out of your reach and avoiding you, and ascending.
All right. Hang.
All right.
I'll take 1d.
All right. This is damage. Worth it all day.
Ready.
Do you want to roll an athletics check to see if you can land on your
Well-
feet, or do you want to just land prone?
Probably should just
Okay.
tackle their out of the air.
Now, I'm going to say you're able to use your momentum from the fall to at least tumble into a standing position so that you don't have to spend the action.
Cool.
So that's done. But we are at Reckla.
He's just gonna launch 3 magic missiles at her.
Damage, 2 damage.
The least amount of damage on all 3.
Wait a second, though. You're not going to believe how much damage she has left. She has 2 hit points left. That's crazy. So, yeah, she's coming down, and she's going to take the extra damage from the fall as well. She would take the 15 additional. So she falls, kind of lands on top of or beside her friend there, is lifeless. I'm going to close the turn order for the first time this session, because we are out of combat, and you have defeated thy enemy.
Going to stabilize Grendel.
I have a potion if you want it.
Yeah. Rain.
Yeah. You guys, it went from commotion and screeching to silence.
Putrid smell.
What would you guys like to do now?
Secure the area a little bit.
Sydney will hand Reckla her other wand if he wants to use that and do a free action emanation. You can do 1d8 plus 8.
I still have some spells I could use.
It just saves you a slot.
Yeah.
I failed on using it, so it's dead to me.
If I use it, it mimics the spell as actions.
I thought so.
But it's first level specifically. It can't be.
It can't be. Okay. He'll send out a healing 3 action. And so everybody gets 8.
Well, 8 plus 8, so 16.
No. The first action is just 8d8. And 2.
But the one action only heals yourself. Then the 2 action shoots out the 30 foot. You can heal somebody within 30 foot. And then
Right.
the 3 action is the burst that comes out.
There's no
Plus 8.
bonus on the 1d8.
Only the second action? The 2
Right.
action one? Gotcha, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
My bad.
No worries. All right, I guess we want the
Real
general
quick, I'm
area.
sorry, was Grendel getting healed? I missed that.
Grendel got 8.
Grendel is upright again.
Welcome back.
Meaning he broke the song spell, because he would have been really, the fact that all 3 of you failed that save is insane. Like,
Oh my
that is-
god, it was awful.
And what would have happened was you would have climbed to the top, and then they would have pushed you or dropped you through the trap, and you would have
Mhm.
taken the 60-10 fall damage. It would have just been horrible.
Yeah, wait for Ben.
Yeah, we'll wait for Ben here.
I figure we'll do some healing.
Yeah, I can do some scouting. I've got invisibility.
Medicine checks on people.
Yeah. I'm counting on you to be able to get the hit points back to something reasonable. Because I'm at 18 hit points right now. So I'm counting on you being able to do something to get that back into, I don't know, like 20 plus.
While he's gone, let me give you a heal. Yeah,
Okay.
9.
Appreciate.
So I'll bring you guys back to the map to give you a chance to think bigger picture here, discuss strategy or whatnot, but this is the corner you're in. I'll ping you guys to the corner in a second.
Appreciate it.
Oh, actually, I do have these prayer beads as well that we just picked up. So that gives me a once per day cast as 2nd level spell. Heal.
There you go. Can you emanate that so that it affects everybody?
That was a touch.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't think that matter whether or not Ben's here. You guys are probably going to want to search around a little bit. I think the most notable thing is that you see on both Harpies that they're wearing these silver bracelets.
Okay. Do they look like they're matching? They look like the same kind of bracelet?
Yeah, there's a couple of open doors, and you could tell that they were collapsed caverns, and they all connect. So there's really like this little exterior room where there's filth and more
Mm.
decaying things, but if you're sifting through this, you eventually come upon a stash of their coinage. And there's quite a bit of it. 87 gold, 430
Oh,
silver in total. A lot of bones and decaying matter as well. It's takes some time to get through it and get it all together, but you are able to pull together that much coinage.
I would have detect magic up in case anything detects as magical.
A second. Oh, okay. So that's good. There is a short sword that glows magical.
Let's see here.
That's right.
While you're kind of looking around, one of the things you discover, Reckla.
Focus on that.
So you find Reckla a scrimshaw flute made out of a humanoid femur. Not magical, but something that is, and yeah. Let's see, what else was there? You find a cracked mirror laying around. And one of the things that you find is you find actually 2 scrolls. And one of the scrolls is actually, when you check it, it has a symbol of Urgathoa on it.
Yeah,
Almost-
definitely. I'm big on the scrolls. Yeah, definitely.
All right.
So that the first one
is +1 striking short sword.
But is this better than you have or party loot? I don't think I can.
striking.
Oh, party
Maybe we
loot.
give it to Grendel. Can he use his short sword?
It could
Yeah,
actually.
give it to Grendel.
Yeah, you can take
Yeah.
it from him while his
Value of
body is
such.
laying there, or
Here,
I bet Fenwarden can do something with that. Yeah.
won't leave the
Fenrir
party.
has the shadow strike one.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is that his primary sword? Doesn't he have 2
Mm,
swords?
I think he really leans
I
on the archery.
yeah,
I know
He's
Sure.
got the
way.
magical bow.
He's got the hunter's prey, which really does a lot more damage from afar.
I'll take another minute or two to check out those 2 scrolls.
One of the scrolls is fear. The other, the one that's marked with Urgathoa, is a spell called Grim Tendrils. It is a negative energy necromancy spell.
Tendrils is a cool one.
Grim Tendrils and Fear, you said?
What Reckla would be interested in examining the mirror? Is it a large mirror, a hand mirror?
It's a broken mirror. You could get some pieces out of the mirror that would be useful. You can use mirror for spell focus and stuff like that. It's big enough for something like that.
Okay.
So you can get 2 pieces of that mirror that are worth about 5 gold pieces each. They can also be used as components for spell focus.
Cool.
All right, so you've poured through the decay in this tower, in and along it. I think you've found what the Harpies' gig is here and where their loot was stashed away. You can go to the top and look out from the tower. There's another way in or out. It's obviously high up, but just something to put in your mental notes. With that being said, you guys are here in the corner. What would you like to do after a long day of battle here?
Who else is hurting for... I'm sure Grendel still needs some healing.
Oh yeah, he's very
One of my
low.
potions.
To Grendel?
Yeah.
Do you want to roll and I'll add to him? Oh,
Yeah,
thank
I
you.
am decent now.
All right. He's feeling much better from that. He's over half now. He was below half, so definitely helpful. You've got the hobgoblin corpse and the harpy corpse here in the space as well.
We toss the harpies into their little alcove of filth.
Yeah, and did the troll
Sure.
have anything
I'll
else?
stash them off here to the side so it's to note the fact that they're hidden in the back. The hobgoblin, I think you did search him. Or not
Oh, we
search
wouldn't have had a
him.
time
You
because
didn't
we
search
ran
him.
right into
Yeah.
the Harpy fight.
See what he Where is he? Oh, there. He's got a
Same with that troll
crossbow.
at the front door.
He's got a crossbow. I forgot about the trolls all the way back there. Crossbow. He's wearing scale mail, and he also has a short sword.
Okay.
And if you do go back to check the troll, I'll save you the administrative time here. I think he has a whole lot of nothing on him. I can tell
Yeah,
you
that's what I
that. Yeah,
expected.
unfortunately.
Cool.
All right. Let me have you all roll a perception check.
Wow.
Jeez.
Just go for me.
Dalit and Reckla, you hear a noise coming from the west. It sounds like voices. Very muffled. Very deep and very muffled voices.
Out any words or
You can distinctly understand the words.
it's Jotun?
It's Jotun.
All right, we got trolls.
It's Jotun. And you can't make out the conversations from this distance, but you can detect that guttural Jotun language. And maybe if you get closer, you could understand it more, but it's got your attention.
What do you think?
I can go check it out, or we can run away. Both seem viable options at this point. Whatever
Yeah.
you want to do, though, boss. Whatever you want to do.
Just if we get into a conflict, I'd like to have the advantage somehow.
I say go up the stairs.
All right. And head up, I guess, towards the voices, so I can hear the.
Voices are coming from this
Yeah,
hall.
they're coming down the hall. Let me move you to where they are, right here. You can get yourself around the corner here, Sydney, and hear those voices behind a set of double doors on the southern wall. There's definitely deep voices conversing, more than one voice that you would recognize. It's not someone monologuing to themselves in there.
Okay. I will come back to here so I can see them. You can hear me, but you can't see me.
I'll walk towards
What?
Sydney.
Never mind. I've got message up, so I'll use message to
That's
relay
cool.
that.
Cool.
I need to see them.
I think you have to see them.
They must be able to see me to respond.
They can hear you though.
Yes.
Okay. What's the
I
message?
will
to
what I
say?
heard and ask them if they want me to pop the door.
I'll move up and see if I can discern conversation.
All right. Give us a perception check from this position, please. I might leave some things in or out based on your
It
roll.
just stopped short.
Yeah.
Starts short too.
So, Reckla, you hear two voices grumbling on the other side of the wall. You're able to get yourself into position to where you can make out the conversation a little bit, and you hear this conversation snippet. I think it put it into two parts, so they can see part of this and you can see the other part.
I don't hear enough of this.
I was meant
Apologize.
to send it to Reckla, but it put it into multiple messages. So
Nope.
you can
You're all
choose
good.
to relay
Didn't read
this or interpret
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I would say regroup and head back. And then I'd fill them in on. They seem to be arguing over who needs to come check on the Harpies, but apparently they're not going to come if they stop screeching. So we may have kept them at bay for now. But there's at least two trolls in there.
Looking down the hall this way.
Yeah, there is another
see.
set of double doors on the southern wall, though, prior to the collapse.
Right. I am going to go to those other doors and check to see if I can still hear that same conversation or if it got quieter. Trying to turn basically if the doors go to the same room or not. I don't understand what the trolls are saying, but
We can roll perception on this door if you want. There's no conversation heard from this area. It doesn't seem like it connects. There must be something dividing this room and the other.
okay.
So that would be the first part, would be absolutely crystal clear. The second part is there's not much noise, but because you rolled a 20, you definitely hear some small movement.
Okay.
So
I will relay back with the group,
you can
communicate with them what I've seen, and try and figure out what the bosses want to do.
There you have it. There's two double doors to the west. One with obvious
think-
trolls.
I think
One
they're
with...
both of them have presumably hostile creatures with hostile intents, and I'm not sure that there's any place safe for us to rest. Are we relocating someplace else and coming back later?
That's a good question. I have a few
Two,
spells.
two trolls to fight.
2 trolls is probably
More than you guys want to bite
Reckla.
off, and
I
you
mean,
just came out of combat, so.
we could.
We could just sneak out.
I could try and draw the trolls off and then double back. As in draw them out the front door and
Mm,
off
well,
into the
we don't.
Did you mean the door you came through?
They're too
Yeah.
big to fit through there.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
only
they're
human size.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's actually our safe fallback.
That is the nice
Just,
thing.
like,
Yeah.
slip out there.
Once you leave the room with the dead troll and you get back in that tunnel, they can't follow you through there.
Maybe we do a little investigation on that other set of doors to see if we can figure out what it is, and then if we need to, we fall back and rest up.
Okay.
That
Yeah, I can check it out, boss. I will go down to this door and I am going to very cautiously check it to see if it's locked or trapped.
Oh.
And assuming neither of those things are true, I am going to ever so carefully, as quietly as possible, get the door, like work the door and try and get in it. What is it, like a big stone door or a wooden door? What am I looking at here?
These are stone.
So
What-
there's probably not that much stealthiness I can do in terms of opening it.
You can try to detect the presence of traps real quick. And no, you don't. If you want to attempt to open it,
I am going to open it carefully.
it starts to move to the point that you can get the door slightly cracked.
Sydney's going to try and push it open just enough to slip inside. She is still invisible, so she's going to try and squeeze inside and see what's on the other side.
All right, let's see if I can do that.
And I've got message up, so I'll poke my head in and get my head in. And
Blew the door open there for you. You should be able to see on the map now. The rear wall of this room appears to have been collapsed. When you look through here, you can see a really large, rough cavern that seems to traverse the back wall. There's 3 pallets in the one corner of the room that seem to have something piled on them. And there are some bones and fragments laying on the ground in the dirt floor.
yep, I will let them know that it is not looking promising, and I will slip inside to right here.
Okay. So go
And
ahead
have
and
a look
roll.
around.
Is anyone else doing anything as Sydney's slipping away here?
just keep an eye on the door. So I think Reckla would move up to
Okay.
about there.
So Sydney, when you step in the room, you pick up the sense of something down in the southern corridor, and you can hear something stirring back there. It sounds like something probably medium in size, but you don't get a clear look at anything. You just sense that something's moving back there right around that corner, just out of your viewpoint. What would you like to do?
I will let them know that there's definitely something in here and ask them what their plan is. Are we pushing forward?
Yeah, I'm thinking we fall back.
Sydney's very amenable to that plan.
Roll
And I will
stealth. Sydney?
cautiously pull back
Yeah.
through that door.
So let's see.
And I will shut the door as I squeeze back through.
All right, so how far is this? You hear a voice, Sydney, and it sounds like a human voice to you, like it's a woman's voice.
Speaking common
Yeah, it's coming from that same area where you heard the noise.
or anything like that?
It's like pleading against something.
Let the others know that I might have heard a voice. It's hard to tell.
The woman's voice pleading.
Yeah.
How brave you feeling?
Listen, I'll go down.
I know. Let's go.
Gotcha.
Let's investigate.
Sydney to press forward and see what's going on in here.
I'll get to the door.
Okay, I will slowly push the door open again and head on through. I am still invisible.
Yep.
I will go slowly, stealthily, carefully.
Yeah, you hear this voice. You can follow it.
Is it
I'm gonna put you right nearest it before you turn into it. At this point, we're going to have. Let's see, what is this called? So suddenly the voice of the woman kind of changes, and it turns from sounding like this woman's voice into, what is this? It's like a cry. I guess it just sounds a little bit off, and then you guys will get a will save. All of you will get will saves here, including Grendel. He failed. Okay, Dalit and Sydney save. Reckla and Grendel fail. You become fascinated by the sound. You both now immediately want to walk towards the sound in very similar fashion to what had happened prior. So we're going to put everybody into the turn order now because we've got an actual situation here. So I've got, oops, these guys are not there. Okay. So we've got, go ahead and roll, I guess roll initiative for everyone here. And, yep.
And then 3.
Can you roll initiative?
Trying to get my D20 to work right now.
All right, so Sydney, you are first to notice that something doesn't seem right. As you got closer to this sound, it just sounded off to you, and it's got you on edge. So you are just around the corner from something that you can hear moving and see the edge of.
Doesn't it tell if
No,
it's...
it doesn't appear to be moving towards you at the moment.
I'm invisible still. Stealth to this point right here to try and figure out what's in the other room.
Go ahead and roll perception there. I'll give you a little more detail.
Look, I'm sneaky.
Sydney, you get over there, and it is eating some carcasses in the corner of large animals spread about. That's about all I can tell you.
Do I see what's going on?
You see these two figures. They look like four-legged creatures that are purposely hiding or trying to hide in the rubble in the cavern, but they're not doing the best of jobs. You can see these things down here. And the
So,
sound, the other thing I should say, even with the failed perception check, the sound is coming from that direction.
from this direction?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was my first action, was to go from there to there. And Sydney's next action is going to be to get the fuck out. I can 25 feet to here as a single action. And then as I sneak back out the door, I am going to shut the door. And I am like, motherfuckers, we do not want to be in there. There are monsters and trolls and all kinds of death. There's death to the right of me, death to the left of me. I don't know that they're fascinated, so I don't know how they're going to take to that. But I definitely shut the door behind me.
All right.
I shut the door behind me, and I'm in front of the door.
The action is to close the door.
Actually, it should be Dalit's turn. He should be at a 21.
You are mesmerized by the sound on the other side of that door to the point that you really want to see what it is. You've already failed your save, so you have to walk to the door, open the door. So you're going to spend 2 actions just to get to that point right there, which is good. And then third action would be to move into the room towards the sound, which would be where I'm pinging now. You can move all the way to that corridor, I think, because you're 25 feet. You should be able to do it.
Yeah. Do I recognize that he's like a fan, or is he acting pretty normal while he's doing this? Because he obviously...
I don't know if it matters one way or the other, but he definitely
would
doesn't look
think
like
so.
himself. He doesn't look like his normal look.
He's not walking in with trepidation.
He's not trying to punch and grab things.
He used the door handle, got it.
He didn't kick the door in. Who is this guy? Reckla's up next. I think you're under the spell as well. Let me mark you guys, make sure I know. Some of these aren't very easy to see. I don't want to put red and make you think you're... I want to go pink here.
That makes sense. So he would end up.
This is almost identical to the way this session started. 3 of you were entranced and 1 of you wasn't.
And the one that isn't.
So that would be 1 action.
Get in,
There.
take your actions one at a time. Once you get in there, the corridor changes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna walk
Lady right
towards.
there.
Yeah. And that's when you're gonna see these things as well. Do I
Oh,
have the ability
Jesus.
to show these?
I have a spidery
It's
zebra hyena thing.
yeah, exactly.
Some spell to lure us in.
And why do we always fail our will saves?
That's the bigger question I have.
I'm an expert in my wills.
I can't show the art for these Lucratas, but they are like exactly like a little hyena looking creature, like that scours through the aftermath and eats the decayed bones that the trolls don't eat, type of looking creature. And really eerily, what is crazy about them is they have the ability to mimic sounds. And when they mimic sounds and you believe them, then you are compelled to investigate them. And it's almost the opposite. It's similar but different to the Harpy thing. Now these guys are face to face with you, but I think it's Grendel's turn next. Let me see where he ends up here before anything happens. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can make it right to the murderer's row. Sydney, despite your best efforts, you see your party in a trance walking towards these hyenas.
Almost in a line, like
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Doors open. I'm gonna go. It doesn't even fucking matter. I'm
the
gonna
spirit.
go.
I love it. As a DM, that's what I live for.
Doesn't even matter. So I am going to stealth / run in my invisible state and go, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Yeah,
Sydney's actually
yeah.
paying this guy to fuck.
Yeah.
And as I get to this point, I am going to shoot a fireball down the hall.
I love it. Let's get the party started. Yeah.
Oh.
Go
Where
ahead
is the
and
rest of the fireball?
send that puppy off.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
And
3 sixes.
it is a 20-foot burst. I am going to
A hell of a roll.
put it right behind this guy in the back so that it catches them.
Let me roll their saves real quick.
Might not be a bad thing if I do get caught.
Wait, this is reflex.
Seriously.
There's a tool for that for circles now, isn't there?
I thought so. There's an
Oh,
ellipses.
Let's see if that
Oh,
one's
there is a circle.
We can do a
Whoa.
circle with the ellipse tool.
There's cones too.
Something like that. But it's actually like way bigger because it also extends out with the select tool.
Yeah.
We'll just stick with this. 20 foot this way and then 20 foot into the darkness. Oh fuck, oh fuck. And here's the fucking door for the trolls. God damn it.
No. Never. This one saved, obviously crit saved. The other one will fail. Wow. Okay, so 34 damage to this one. The far one took the brunt of the damage. The one closer to the center of your fireball. The other one did not appear to be affected. So that is going to trigger the saves for you again. So for each of you, when it's your turn again, you'll get to save. So Dalit, you can attempt a will save again.
Let's see.
And you save, which means you're like, I'm standing face to face with 2 hyenas, and I'm no longer saving a princess in a tower. So I'll take the dot off of you. Oops, I took off the wrong one. But you're free to act here normally.
Okay. We're in combat. All right, cool.
You might smell some of the singed hair coming down the hallway, and it might remind you of old times.
I'll pull out my sword and attack.
Okay. This is AC 21. Hit. 14 damage. That's the one that wasn't hit before. So now they've both taken damage, which is always good.
No, because I had to pull out my sword and take a step forward.
The Lucrata will actually go at 24, so they should have been here. They are going to try to jaw attack towards you, Dalit. One's going to go towards Dalit, one's going to go towards Reckla with jaws here. So first Dalit, 12 damage from a
Nice.
chomp from this thing. This next one is at Reckla. 16 damage from a jaw attack from this thing. They will second attack with their hooves. So they're trying to stomp and bludgeon. 13 damage.
Just hits.
Guys, we gotta go.
That is a crit. No, it's not.
All right.
You gotta go.
So let's see. They have a third attack. Will he use it? Yeah, he'll use it. One will use his third attack on Dalit with a hoof because he's the biggest threat. And misses. Okay. So the hyenas are fully done here. Dalit, your turn.
Okay.
We gotta go. Oh, fuck.
You guys want to start retreating? I will. Oh god, I can't tank this.
I still haven't
No.
had a turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Reckless' turn.
So I gotta save.
Is that a save against the DC 19?
I
That
think
doesn't
it's
work.
just full speed escape, guys.
Let him cook.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna hit him with the spray of stars.
Okay. All right. So we got 3 damage
Full-
each. Okay.
And dazzled for 3 rounds. And then beginning to run away with the last action.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead and do. Are you trying to retreat and pull, disengage,
Yeah.
and run off? Okay.
I think they're dazzled, so they wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to see me disengage.
All right. So Reckless done. Grendel is up, and he gets another will save too. He fails. He needs to have like 9 or better to pass his.
Sorry.
Okay, so he's gonna 1, 2, 3 straight towards it. Let's see how he's just flat-footed basically during this time, and he's fascinated by it. All right,
Standing, watching.
Sydney's up.
I don't have much left in the tank. I think I just got the electricity. That's what I'm gonna do. Pew with that. At both of them. Blast the first one, then arch to the second one.
Okay.
And and then you hear Sydney go, fuck! And she runs past you, Reckla. Fuck. I will be right there.
Okay. The Krata will go next. Are going to jaw. One is gonna. So it looks like Dalit and Grendel are gonna be the 2 receivers of these attacks. 1 on each.
Oh god.
So that's Dalit's. He took 37. God. And then
That. Oh. Okay.
Grendel survived that. He just took the 21. He didn't take the second shot. So Grendel is still alive. But they're both getting pummeled in here.
You guys might just have to leave me here.
Dalit's
Jesus.
down. So Dalit, go ahead and roll your save. All right, roll.
I am unconscious.
But you are stable and alive. Reckla? As you start leaving the room, you feel like you left something behind.
What are we doing?
Look at these attacks.
Alright. He's gonna do it.
Do you guys want to press forward and play for the next 30 minutes, or do you want to wrap it up now? If we do press forward, I'm good to go for 28 more minutes or whatever it is to get to the top of the hour. Okay, cool.
Cool. Alright, so Rekka's gonna spend his 2 actions casting heal as a 2nd level spell, so I'm gonna roll the dice here. So it'll be 2d8 plus 16.
2d8 plus 16. Excellent. Welcome back.
And then with my last action, I'm gonna run out the door.
Are you gonna say anything?
You can do it.
Yeah,
Get
be
up
funny.
and go.
All right, Grendel is mesmerized still here, but he did get attacked, so he gets a will save here. He needs 9 or better on this. Oh, so he's just standing along. Sydney, you're next.
Trying to make sure everyone gets out of here, but I'm also trying to make sure I don't die. I am going to pull out a scroll for my first action. And then I am going to ready an action to cast the scroll when Dalit comes through the door. And the scroll in question is haste.
Okay. All right, so you're ready.
I believe that I am
basically-
within 30
yeah.
feet of the door, so when he comes in and hits either one of these two squares, as soon as he gets in range.
Okay. All right. Will continue to jaw and hoof at our hallway companions. These two first are going to back towards Dalit. It's like they don't miss on these. The second
Yeah.
two are going on Grendel, and unfortunately he doesn't have the best AC. Grendel goes down. Yeah, Grendel's down. All right, so Dalit's next.
Oh, my saving throw here. I'm just unconscious.
All right. All right.
We don't hear any footsteps coming to
You
the
don't
door,
hear
do we?
any- It sounds like
We hear
distant.
footsteps, but they're more like stomps.
Yeah, it's like distant stomps.
Being dazzled didn't help at all.
They helped a little bit. Change.
I mean, the concealed condition. What does that mean? Oh, they have to succeed a DC 5 flat check. Your eyes are overstimulated or your vision is swimming. If vision is your only precise sense, so do they have like scent or something like that?
They have scent, and that's the other thing they have. I guess the dark vision would be affected by it as well.
Oh god.
He's gonna see Dalit laying there.
Make a perception check.
Where'd that go? All right. That's not a good plan. I can't do that.
This whole thing was a terrible plan.
What plan was there? The best plan is no plan.
No plan.
All right. He's going to. Oh, that's 3. He'll target the first Prada with a ray of enfeeblement.
Fortitude.
That's the end of his turn.
Okay. Grendel will save again. Come on, buddy. That does not save. What did he roll? Oh, wait, he rolled a 10. Oh, wait, that does save. I'll fix this later. He did save, actually. I'm going to take his pink dot off of him. And as he snaps to... Wait a second, he's down. I'm going to put him back down in his place. My bad. Sydney, you're up. Go ahead.
Sydney watched Reckla run in, and worst case scenario, I am the fastest. Somebody else.
Yeah, you won't get even...
So if Reckla's still running back, I'll run back too. I'm gonna run 40 feet to that spot. And I think I should be able to see. Yeah, I can see from there.
Okay.
It is unconscious on the ground, correct? Okay. It's 10 feet more to there, and I don't even know. Am I trying to get their attention? I don't know. I'm gonna shoot them with electrical sparklies again.
Okay.
It's about all I got.
All right. Reflex 21. They're not very good at that. So one of them is below half. The other one is still above that, but that worked. Now onto the Lacrata. They are basically going to try to stomp towards Dalit here.
In there.
Yes. Oh, they missed. How they miss you? You're prone. You're prone on the first one. You would probably hit. So the first one did some more damage, but they are going to make their way past you and do some of that damage while they're doing that.
Does prone not affect your AC?
Should be 2, right? I thought it was 2. Anyway, they do some damage as they come over top of you here. The first one is got 1 attack left that he can target towards Reckla or Sydney. So Reckla low, Sydney high. So Reckla it is. This will be a stomp. 13 bludgeoning damage from the hoof. They are now done, and back to Dalit, who got trampled by the herd.
I think that puts me at dying 2.
It's okay, so you're hurting for certain, so as is Grendel. These Lacrata are chasing you, are past you now. You're stable again.
I know that puts me at dying 1.
Oh, dying 1, I'm sorry. And I need to roll for... Okay, so he's also stable. All right.
Right where you want him.
I think the best course of action is the same thing I did with the Harpies. So all living creatures get 9 points.
9 points. All right, go ahead and add your 9 back. Plus 9. Grendel would be next, and he would be back up here as well. So Grendel is up. He is going to stand up with his first action. Second action, he will pick up Dalit. And third action, he will carry Dalit. That is as far as he can go. So he makes it to there with Dalit in his arms, and then Sydney's up again.
Sydney still has that scroll in her hand. I will cast that
Okay.
on
Okay.
Dalit. That Dalit can start running on his own.
All right. So Dalit has
Because he's not he's
he's
conscious.
dying 1. Yeah, he's dying 1 right now.
Or 9.
The healing would have.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. But he's being carried out. So he has haste. He does have haste on him. You're right. You're right. He's not running. He's not carrying himself right now, but he's capable.
He is getting dragged out, but hopefully he catches to his feet. So I am going to, with my first 2 actions, I'll do that. I can't tank. I just can't.
Leave the gnome to tank.
That's what good party would do. Leave it on the gnome.
That's 30, and that's 20. So I'm back to where I was in the hallway,
Yeah.
hoping everybody makes it out.
All right.
But you have haste. You have an extra action, an extra stride or strike action.
The first one's going to go for, gosh, their hoofs just connect. Hoof on Grendel, since Grendel's carrying away their meal. And
Hi, Grendel.
oh, okay, he survived that hit. He didn't survive that hit. Okay, so he's down, Grendel. But luckily enough, Dalit was already back, so Grendel's. It's a reverse here, but the Lakrata are done, and it's Dalit's turn. So Dalit, you feel, as you're feeling pulled, and you feel your life force and strength coming back, suddenly you feel the force that was pulling you slump over, and you realize that Grendel, who was pulling you out of the room, has now succumbed to another hoof attack.
I'm doing the math here. Can you check to see if I land on my feet?
Yeah. I think at this point, you were being drugged like in a
I
position
almost feel like
yeah, okay with that check, and you being able to stay upright, not unaffected by his fall.
Okay. Do you need me to grab you, Rack?
I'm tanking.
The wall has been put up, guys. The wall is up. Let's be real right now.
Look, I have some physical damage resistance that'll help me, and I'm almost at full health.
And if he can run, I can take it from there. If this turns into a chase, I can handle it from there.
Get out.
Yeah. We cannot get you back on your feet again.
I know.
You technically have 4 stride actions if you want to use them all.
Yeah, I think that's the distance I can go. So I'm moving it so I can get to like. That'll be my turn.
All right. Reckla, right before you get to go, you hear a large sound coming from the west, and a large troll creature comes lumbering around the corner. It doesn't look quite like the other trolls that you've seen, though.
Even more different.
That's interesting.
I'm zooming in on the token. He looks friendly.
It's all perspective.
The murder you way.
If you brought him dead bodies, he might be friendly. Type of thing. I got you. See if I can do this. Let me try to move him in here real quick.
Oh no.
Huh. Oh, okay, there it is. Just took a while to load what this particular one looks like. This is a cave troll.
They have a cave troll.
Yeah, and it has basically rocks and minerals over its body, and it eats rocks and minerals amongst other things. So it is different than your traditional troll, but it lumbers around the corner from the commotion and decides that it does not like what it sees. So that's its first action. Second action, oh my god. What? This is brutal. Wow. This thing's cool, man. This is one of the coolest creatures ever.
Cannot share your excitement.
Find out. Oh god.
Okay, so it claws at the Lacrata with its first attack and
What?
smashes this Lacrata with its first attack.
Oh god.
So 16 damage to that. And then its second attack, it is swinging towards you, Reckla, with its claw.
It's not a crit.
We dodged something there. So it's just swinging at all of you. Basically,
Goodness.
it doesn't look like it cares who's there. It's just going to kill and eat what's there. So, with that, Reckla, you are next.
Reckla is going to spend his last spell slot to cast Darkness.
I love it.
So the edge of the darkness is at the door.
Okay.
That.
Okay. Let's do this. Put that. Make it completely blacked out. All right. So Grendel is in the hallway. He is stable, I believe. He's good. Sydney would be next.
Sydney's a bit concerned that Reckla didn't come out. Just keep going. And run, boss, run! I have this bad boy right here.
So you do recognize that it seems that there's
Okay,
a dark,
so we've got a darkness spell
yeah,
thing
magical
going
darkness.
on.
Anything else you want to do?
With that in mind, I did require a little bit of movement in order to see it. I will do it there. And then I will cast Illusory Creature. And the illusory creature that I am going to create is going to be Dalit on the ground, writhing in pain. Right there.
I'm gonna put Dalit there with a bunch of things on him, so we know that's just an illusion.
Bloodied
Love it.
and
All right, perfect.
I will be like, get the fuck up out of here.
All right, it's all on the Lacrata now. So the Lacrata that got attacked by the troll is running for its life back down the hall that it came from. 1, 2, 3 actions.
Troll get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, he does. I'm so glad you said that. He gets that. That is his attack of opportunity. Let's do the one with the most damage. Oh, he missed. He rolled a 3. All right, so I guess you got to miss sometime.
Ooh.
That sucks. The troll runs through the door and is now standing over top of Dalit's body, but it turns and decides to run further. It sees you now and attacks you. Where is it? All right, it's running by you. So it's not really trying to stop and attack you, but it's trying to attack you as it goes by you. It looks like it misses here, so it's running past you. And then with its second attack, it's going to hoof towards Dalit here with its hoof as well. Looks like it missed as well. So it is running by frantically here, and it reaches that far before the end of its turn. So Dalit is next. It's in range, and
I'm just gonna let that one go.
anything else you want to do with your turn, or you want to follow in that?
I'm going to take a step out of its range
All right.
and then hold a movement down until it clears away.
Okay.
And then I'll go the same direction.
All right. Perfect. So we're back in the room. The troll will step towards the darkness, and once it gets to the edge of the darkness, it will stop. And it looks like it's... No, never mind. It's just more for me to remember what's happening. So Reckla...
Can hear him move.
Yeah, you hear like the motion of the Otta's running away, sweeping by, like they're no longer standing by you, but something else is.
I'm headed for the door.
All right.
First action is to get out there.
Got it.
Is he down? Is Grendel down still?
This is an interesting thing. You're immune to illusions, so I don't think you would be affected by the illusion of Dalit. But when you get out
Yeah.
here, Grendel is being carried by Dalit.
Okay.
And you would see the tail of the Lacrata running down the hall.
I think I'd just continue getting distance between me and that thing.
Okay. Move ahead.
Let's see how it go.
You're not going to run past the Lacrata, are you?
No.
Grendel is up. I think he was stable already. And he is... there's really nothing he can do here. He's not going to go back and fight. He's not going to run past the Lacrata. He's going to stick together with the rest of you. Let's do this as the last turn. So, Sydney, what would you like to do?
So for one action, I'm gonna sustain the Dalit illusion, and I'm gonna have it crawl backwards along the hallway here.
All right.
And then with my second action, I will push up to here. And I cannot push past the critter.
You could try to if you want.
You might get hooved.
Yeah. You will put yourself in its hoof range at some point, whether it's next turn or whatever, but your call.
I'm gonna go, 25 foot, and then 25 foot. So I won't provoke an attack of opportunity. I'm moving at half speed. Get to there.
All right, so you're good then?
Yeah.
The Lacratas will go down here, and then this one up here will continue to run. Now that you're in front of it, Sydney, you notice that at first it looked like it might have wanted to just run that direction, but because you went that direction, it now doesn't want to go that direction, and so it starts going up this way. It is as fast as you are. It makes its way out of your sight. It's just hoofing it.
It's going into a locked room with only one small doorway.
But it's Dalit's turn next.
Yeah, I was really hoping we could get past it as it turns away from our escape. Is our escape.
We gotta go
yeah,
north.
go-
We gotta go.
The way you came in was back there.
Or we can go up and over the tower.
Right.
We can go to the roof.
If you're going for a full exit, those are your fastest ways. Your fastest is...
I'll get to there.
Okay.
Run!
I'll pull Grendel along with you. Okay, back to our room with the troll. I think given the darkness spell, how long does that darkness last? Good time, right?
Let's see.
Okay. So given that, I think the troll is not going into the darkness here. Reckla, you're free to act next. The doors are still open to the room, though, but you don't see anything emerge.
Alright, this is his first action. Second action. Where was our... This was the one that we came through.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think anyone closed that stuff behind you. So you come out here and you see the Lacrata.
How did it get out?
It ran... That's a double door. You just came through...
It is human size.
No, the hallway is. This hallway is. Right here. See, this is... all these double doors, trolls can get through. Or I should say large creatures can get through. But what's happened is he reaches a point of the cavern right here where I have Fenwarden parked that he can't pass through. So he's like cowering here, hiding from the troll. As you turn the corner, you would see this thing. Each door is 5 feet. The only doors that can't be passed would be the cavern. As you follow the cavern deeper, it gets thin. This doorway here in this main room is not wide enough for a large creature either.
Gotcha.
All right, that would bring us to the end of the session. So we got everybody a little scattered, but you survived.
Somehow.
You definitely got beat the hell up this session. The harp almost got you. Sydney, you saved the day there from the Harpies. Both Reckla and Dalit were going to get sent down the trap door, which may not have killed them, but it would have done some significant damage. So that, just like the whole Harpy encounter in and of itself is a big deal. And then running into the rest of it was just holy crap. One thing is, you guys can go ahead and level up.
Oh my goodness. It's been so long.
I meant to have you level up before last session, but I just enjoyed putting you through that. So now you'll be a little bit beefier next time, so you can do whatever you need to do to level yourselves up. I'll let Joe know as well, so he can level his ranger up.
Nice.
Thanks for staying up a little extra late and getting in a good session. I had fun. Hope you all had fun. Have a good week, guys. See you next time.
Later.
Peace.